Good morning, Nighthawk Nation. My name is Brandon Freeble, your anchor for this week. Welcome to the HPS Upload, where we upload the latest news for you to download. At Hettinger Public School, we challenge all to meet their academic and life goals, while inspiring lifelong learning. Please stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Here's our short story for the week. Last week, the FFA Agronomy and Ag Sales contestants took part in the Badlands Judging Contest in Bowman. In Agronomy, Judah Kilzer placed silver, and Ella Freeble won the contest. In Ag Sales, Sydney Ellingson placed silver, and Olivia Havelka placed gold. This week, the Ag Sales contestants competed in the Beulah contest. Both Sydney and Olivia earned enough points to bring home silver. I asked Ella Freeble what the most challenging part was, and she said, "It's a lot of memorizing, and it's hard to not second-guess yourself. All in all, I still had a good time." Students and staff, if you have a short story you would like to put here on School News, please let Mr. J or one of his video production students know. Anyways, here are your announcements for today. Breakfast and lunch for this week. Monday, for breakfast is muffins and lunch is corn dogs. Tuesday, biscuits and gravy and lunch is pulled pork. Wednesday, breakfast sandwich and lunch is hot dogs. Thursday, pancakes with lunch being beef nachos. Friday, bagels and lunch being cheese pizza. Silent reading will be 5th period this week. Bring a book. Prom t-shirt orders are in the office. Shirts are $25 and you must pay before the shirts are ordered. Due March 9th. Scrubs Camp, March 16th, open to all 10 to 12th graders interested in the medical field. If you are interested, please come to the office and pick up a paper from Kira. National Honor Society candidates, the due date for your forms have been moved to March 2nd at 3:30 p.m. I want you to be able to ask questions and have me check your paperwork over before it is due. Best of luck, candidates. Did you sign up for the ACT test? Testing day will be Tuesday, March 7th, starting at 8 o'clock in Miss Olson's room. Science Olympiad students, the competition is only days away on March 9th. We will meet on the 7th during homeroom in Miss Block's room to finalize trip details. Make sure you are ready for your events. FBLA meeting Tuesday, March 7th during homeroom in Mr. Fordle's room. Topics will include bingo and SLC. Hear your favorite songs and local radio in the hallways on Fridays. Scan the QR code on the posters in the hallways. Every Friday, Candice will be taking requests and playing them on the radio and in our school hallways. And those are the announcements for today. Now let's go to Dakota's story about virtual reality coming to HPS.
Good morning. Today I sat down with Mr. J as well as Micah and Mrs. Olson about the 3 new computers we have here at HPS and the new VR experience we are getting from said computers. So what are you guys doing with these computers?
So Krista Olson came to me and she was saying that we needed to create a VR program because she had an opportunity for a grant to get some VR headsets. So we went ahead and we got those, and we quickly realized that we need to have computing power strong enough to be able to handle these VR headsets so we can apply them in an educational manner with some of the programs that she has. So we involved a student here at Hettinger Public School and myself, and we're working on building computers so they can handle these really powerful VR headsets, which are Steam Valve Index, which are the top of the top when it comes to VR headsets. So we're basically building computers that can run the software, run the program, so we can do this the best way.
So how many of these do you have exactly?
So we have 3. We were only going to do 1, but we brought some of these ideas and also problems to Mr. Siemens, and he said, like, instead of 1, let's do 3 different stations so many people have access to this awesome technology. So there's going to be 1 in Miss Olson's room, we're going to have 1 in the AV room, and the 3rd one, I believe, is going to be either in the lunchroom, if not in the STEM lab. I'm not 100% sure yet, but yeah.
How long did it take to put them together?
Well, it did take quite a while because the hardest part right now in the market is just getting parts. getting the shells for the actual computers, graphics processors, that's a hard game. Trying to find graphics processors, good ones that'll actually get to you. So a lot of stuff took a month, almost 2 months to actually get here after we ordered it all. And even after that, we had a few parts here or there that we had to add to the equation to make it all work. So it's taken a while, but then once we got them, we're just building them as quick as we're either getting parts or when we have time, we'll have our student Micah Kilzer come in and he'll help us build these, either before school, after school, when he has time, when I have time. So, yeah.
And now to Mrs. Olson and Micah Kilzer to give their input on what we're doing with these computers and the VR experience. Do you know how fast they run?
Really fast. They have the 3060s in them and the i7s, which are basically brand new, and a lot of RAM, so they're gonna run really fast.
Okay. Now, was it hard putting these together?
No, especially not if you know what you're doing. I knew what I was doing, so I've seen plenty of videos, and I'm kind of working on my own myself, so it's pretty easy to do for me.
How long did it take to put them together?
So one computer equals like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So it took us a couple mornings before and after school to put them together.
So basically not long.
Yeah.
Not really. Okay. Do you have anything else that you want to add?
No. I just think you guys should maybe try it sometime. If you want a gaming PC, just try and build one yourself instead of getting a pre-build.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh. What will we be doing with these VR headsets?
We will be using these VR headsets with a company out of Fargo. It's called Be More Colorful. And what they are doing is they are using virtual reality to immerse students into the real world of work and other sort of situations like field trips and job shadows. So they are the first industry-leading company that has come out with virtual reality that our students can use. For example, the wind towers that are right out of town, we can get our students to put on the VR headset, and the opportunity they will have within there, that experience is climbing the wind towers on the inside, seeing all the mechanicals going on in there, but then also having the ability to step out on the edge of the wind tower and be very high up in the ground, in the air, looking at the ground from high in the air. So it's very exciting to see what we can get into our school without actually having to leave our campus.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
I'm very excited to provide this opportunity to our students. We received a grant to get these VR headsets into our school system, so I'm excited to see how Micah and Mr. J did getting them up and running and implemented. Very excited.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. Hope you all have a great day, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Dakota, for that story. It was really nice to know that VR is about to be here. Anyways, let's go to sports last week with Robert Larson.
Thank you very much, Brennan. So we didn't have much for sports last week, nor this week, but we did have some highlights. Let's go on to those real quick. So it is going to be a boys varsity basketball game with the Nighthawks versus the Cowboys from Killdeer. So first off, we're going to have Hayden Anderson with a nice three-pointer. Three-pointer is always some of the best highlights from basketball games. And then another three-pointer from Hayden Anderson once again. Always so nice, very smooth. And then Maddox Pierce with his own three-pointer right there. And then Joey Perkins with a nice steal. Now an interesting fact about this game, Killdeer was doing very well in steals and blocking the ball, but we did have a higher three-point average. Now Blake Larson with another nice steal here. And then Malachi, I got it right, with a nice steal right there. And the Malachi once again with a nice three-pointer. Always very nice to see those. And then now for the summary of the game, we did lose that game unfortunately.
Oh.
And now for sports this week, some technical difficulties, we apologize. Though there is a little announcement for sports this week, is basketball and track are coming next week. So Nighthawks, be prepared. Now we would also like to remind you about tomorrow's throw. All right, apparently skip that.
Thank you, Robert. Now let's go to Trevor Daly with the weather report.
5. Really? Actually? Oh. This week's weather forecast. Well, Monday is supposed to be really cold. Well, you got that right. It's really cold right now. The high is supposed to be 18 and the low is supposed to be 1 degrees. On Tuesday, it's supposed to be cold with snow in the evening. High of 17, a low of -3. Wednesday is supposed to be cold with a little bit of snow. The high of 18, a low of 6. Thursday is supposed to be cold and cloudy, maybe some snow. The high of 24 and a low of 5. Friday, cloudy with a bit of snow. High of 25, low of 12. Saturday is supposed to be cold and cloudy with a high of 27 and a low of 12. Sunday is supposed to be cold with some low clouds. High of 27 and a low of 13. Back to you, Brennan. And here is your weather radar. On Monday, we have some scattered snow with the snow moving this way. And on Tuesday, we have some snow coming up from South Dakota. On Wednesday morning, we have some, and it stays down in South Dakota the rest of the time. And on Thursday, it looks like the snow is moving to the east of us, missing us. And on Friday, looks like there's a little snowstorm coming, but misses us for some reason. And on Saturday, there's nothing. And then it looks like there's a storm coming for Sunday. And back to you, Brendan Feeble.
Thank you, Trevor, for that weather report. We would also like to thank Sophie, our producer, for helping us make today's broadcast possible. We will see you next week, Monday at 9.